Hi everyone, I'm Rosie and welcome to Vox Yoga. So today's practice is a prenatal yoga flow where we'll be adding voice. So I'll start by saying that this practice is for anyone. You don't need to be a singer, we're just adding gentle ooh sound to some really simple flowing movement. So it can feel really weird at first, but stick with it and see how you go. So this practice can be done in any trimester of pregnancy, and it's great to prepare for birth as well. Of course, check with your midwife or GP before you start any kind of exercise or activity like this. I'm just going to start by giving you a little bit of information about the practice and why it can be useful to add voice to your movement, particularly through pregnancy. If you want to skip it and just go to the practice, then feel free, go ahead. So I am a yoga teacher and a singing teacher, and actually if you've been on this channel before, you'll know that I focus on yoga for singers, and I've realised since being pregnant that pregnancy yoga is so similar to some of the stuff that I've done and I put into a lot of my practices anyway. So we want to free up the body, we want to make space, we want to find a space of flow, connect to the breath, and then use voice to help free up the body and calm the nervous system. So if you've been on this channel before, you'll actually find that this practice has everything that I've done in previous practices anyway, previous yoga for singers practices. So what are the benefits of adding voice to our movement through pregnancy? So when we sing or even just hum, first of all, we're extending our exhale. This helps to slow our heart rate, which then helps to make us more calm our nervous system. The vibrations also activate the vagus nerve, the parasympathetic nervous system, which then kicks in our rest and digest. Also, apparently, babies in the womb, particularly as you move forward with your pregnancy, can feel these vibrations and can hear the sounds, and it's a really nice way for them to hopefully feel calm as well. I found that when I'm singing or playing the piano, my movements completely stop, which is so weird because I have very wriggly babies. So there's obviously something in this. It also helps us to add a sense of focus to our movement. And although I'm not quite there yet, I've been told that during labour, rather than screaming and getting tense, it can be really nice to add these really gentle sounds, ooh, to have a focus, to help calm the breath, keep us calm throughout this process as well. So I'll let you know how it goes. So for this practice, just grab blanket, blocks, anything that you think you might need to feel supported. As I said, it will just be gentle vocalizing. I'll guide you through it. But a hum is a great place to start if you're feeling a bit like you're not sure what to do. On one note, ooh, ah. And if you're starting to get into it, you can vary the pitch. Ooh. It can feel strange at first, but come back to it, experiment, explore, and let's get started. So we'll start seated. Feel free to use any props, maybe just to elevate the hips a little bit. And we'll just settle into the space and settle into the breath. So wherever you are, feel free to shut the eyes. Feel like you're grounding down through the sit bones. And we'll bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the bump, the belly. And just breathe in and out through the nose if it's available to you. Focus on taking your practice inward, bringing yourself into the present moment by just focusing on the breath. keep this sense of focus, connection to the breath. Release the hands. On an inhale, sweep the arms out and up, really sweeping up all the energy. Keep the shoulders down. Exhale with control, releasing the arms back down. Continue this following your breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up. You might go at a different speed to me, and that's absolutely fine. Exhale with control, releasing the arms back down. Option to add a hum to your exhale now. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Great, continue this. So your note might be different to mine. You'll probably find that the hum makes your exhale last longer. So your movement as you release the arms becomes longer as well. Two more. After that last one, come back to your regular breathing pattern. Settle back into the space. Gently roll the shoulders. Great, bring the hands to the knees. So for this one, we'll be drawing circles with the upper body. So if we can, we want to be cross-legged, one leg just in front of the other. If you need to be kneeling on a bolster, just keep the knees a little bit wider. So we're going to rock on the pelvis, forward, to the side, and back. So we just draw circles. If it feels good for you, you can add more of an arch as you come forward, more of a round as you go back. As with every practice, but particularly through pregnancy, it's making it work for you. So once you get into this motion, you can start to add some voice. You can take any option, hum, ooh, ah, whatever feels best. Breathe when you need to. Or reverse the direction. You may wish to change the cross of your legs as well. So get into that circling motion, and then option to add your sound. and come back to center. Let the breath settle. And then we'll extend the legs so we're open in a V. This posture is going to feel different for everyone, and I'm sure your range of motion will feel very different daily for this one. So keep the toes engaged, pointing up. Again, we're going to draw circles with the upper body, really to open the hips as well, the pelvis. And of course your bump might get in the way, so this might be really small and subtle. Interlace the hands and we'll just draw circles, starting off around to the right. Try and keep the shoulders down. Again, just get into this sense of movement, this circle, sense of flow, and then you can add any voice or sound that's feeling good for you. Let's reverse the direction. Last circle, and come back to center. Shake anything out that you need to. I would then just use the hands to support bringing the legs up. It depends what stage of pregnancy you are in. And then we'll make our way to tabletop. You may wish to pad the knees, which I'm going to now. So coming to hands and knees. Tabletop posture. You may find you need to have your knees a little bit wider than pre-pregnancy just to make space for your bump. And then press through the fingertips through the heel of the hand, and we'll start to make hip circles. So feel like you're rocking forward over the wrists. Might be a nice stretch for the wrists as well. You can add a little bit of arching and rounding into the back if it feels good. Again, we're starting in circles, but if you find any organic movement that feels good, take it. Great, so connect to your breath, connect to your movement, and then when you feel ready, you can add your hum, ooh, ah, or of course you could sing. It's completely up to you. Let's reverse the direction if you haven't already. And bring it back to center. I'm going to do the same things, but if it feels good, we'll come onto the forearms. Really spread the fingers here. And again, just start this movement of the circles, or you could do figure of eights, anything that feels good here. And when you're into this movement, you can start to add your voicing, your sound. Reverse the direction. You might feel these vibrations even more strongly because your head's so close to the ground here. Nice, come back to center and slowly come back to tabletop, one hand at a time. Last one will just really open the hips, so bring the right foot to the outside of the right hand, as with me. Might take a few little shuffles to get there. And then either on the palms, on the fingertips, we'll just start to draw circles with the knee. So you're kind of coming forward, over the ankle, out to the side and back. Try and keep the shoulders nice and released. Go within your range of motion, and when you feel ready, you can add some gentle voicing. And we'll swap sides. Again, take your time to come back through tabletop first. Then bring the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Drawing your circles, getting into that movement. And then you can add voice. Great, and then release, come back to tabletop, just sit back on the heels. You can stay upright, if bump allows you can come down to child's pose, bringing the forehead to the mat. Take whichever option works for you just to settle back into your breath. Really feel the ground beneath you supporting you. Lift the torso. Come back to a comfortable seated position of your choice. And we'll just finish how we started, focusing back in on our breath. Feel supported by the ground beneath you once more. Have any last bits of movement that feel good. Then bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And just notice how your body and your breath feel after this practice. Bring that focus inward once more. Let the breath wash over the whole body. And maybe to finish your practice, set yourself an intention or a wish for the journey that you're going through at the moment. Release the hands. Breathe the eyes open and come back into the space. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Let me know if you've got any questions. Do come back to this throughout your pregnancy and let me know how you get on. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to hit subscribe for plenty more content, and I hope to practice with you again soon.